Look, it's a state of mind. We all have the potential to adopt this. The question is, will you?
Mr. House Music.
Let's go.
On the way, yeah. This a mind state. This a mind state.
Just checking yourself out there, mate, are you?
Yeah, man, just check in. Yes, people, what's going on? Mr. Has in the building.
I can hear you. What did you say?
I'm not saying it again, bruv. And I'm next to the one, the only.
I am unorthodox fella. Hello, hi. How are we doing, people? We having a nice day today? Yeah? We having a great day today. If you are, good for you.
Yeah.
If you're not, I hope it improves.
Yeah, hi.
Mwah.
How you doing? I want to do that as well now.
No,
Mwah.
you're a copycat.
Well, I've done it now.
You are a copycat.
Yeah, well, you
That's my thing.
are a cat. Just a cat.
That is mean.
Anyway, so, long story short, it was brought to my attention that I had not yet reacted to This House by Tom MacDonald. I believe one of you brilliant people out there let us know, so thank you very much. And an orthodox fella.
Well, yeah, I was about to say, I'll speak for myself, thank you very much.
go
I
on.
recently watched Whiteboy. Very recently. In fact, it's probably, 2 days ago? Is it 2 or 3 days? 2 days ago. 2 days ago it came out. So go and check that out on my channel. See that reaction. But we're now going to react to this.
Yeah, and this is the response to Whiteboy. Yeah. So, there you have it. Let's jump right into this. Like a shark jumping into a big pool of crabs and humans.
Lately, everyone been talking crazy. Feel like everybody's got some to say. They misinterpreted my good intentions and expected I was just gonna step away. If there's a heart that pumps and there's a breath to take, then I won't bite my tongue as long as I'm awake. And they don't have the guts to make a dumb mistake. I'd rather crash a car than never touch the brakes. I built.
Hey, all right, cool. So off the bat, that one line there defines Tom MacDonald. I'd rather crash the car than one second.
As long as I'm awake and they don't have the guts to make a dumb mistake, I'd rather crash a car than never touch the brakes. I built this.
I'd rather crash the car than never touch the brakes. You know what I mean? That's
I'm glad you took it back because I missed it myself.
Yeah, that right there defines Tom MacDonald's entire career. Like, he's always challenging things, and he'd rather approach these things and take a risk than leave it. Do you know what I mean? Brilliant off the bat. And also the beginning hatred messages, you know, like, I'm glad Tom doesn't stop. Like, I'm sure it does get to him. He's a human being, but he carries on, and I think that's powerful, you know?
He persists through all of the bad talk. That's what you
Well,
gotta do,
exactly that.
Then I won't bite my tongue as long as I'm awake and they don't have the guts to make a dumb mistake. I'd rather crash a car than never touch the brakes. I built this in-house. They're the kind of people that be dying for exposure. They're the kind of people that get mad and lose composure. They're the kind of people that are never going forward. They're just the ones that are looking for apologies. Hating real loud, but they follow me. Screaming at the top of their lungs, I'm the scum of the earth. In the same damn breath, trying to preach about equality. Back before I wrote the song on race, they all ignored that I had something great. They tried to edge me out, they didn't hear my bars. They tried to tell me that I wasn't built for fame. Fast forward to when I'm paid. I ain't spend a dollar on the chain. I'll get my mama a house, I'll get my dad a car, I'll make my sister rich, she'll never work again. And this hater.
Come on.
Massive respect for that.
And yeah, exactly.
For that.
And that stuff there, I'll get my dad this, my mum this, my sister this. That comes from not letting the haters stop your forward motion. Brilliant, man. I think he said something in there as well that was very powerful. And I can tell you don't have to be Tom MacDonald to experience this. People who try to shut you down before they've even listened to your music. That right there, it doesn't matter what level you're on. That happens, bruv. And
I'd say probably as you get bigger, it happens worse.
No,
Like,
there's no question
maybe,
about that.
Yeah.
Let me say my point.
Go
There's
on.
no question about that, but it happens a lot at this level too. I'm letting them know because this is something that I experience, isn't it? Is people do come and they'll try and shut you down before they've even heard anything. Actually, I'd say it happens more at our level because there's no reason for them to even
I was going
tune
to
in.
retract it actually. And then as soon as I said it, I thought actually no. At this level, this is the level where when you've made it, you've made it. You ain't got nothing. You're more proving stuff to your own self than that. Whereas when you haven't made it, it's kind of like, or when you haven't got to the place you know, you're battling and struggling. You're not battling and struggling to get. I know what am I trying to say here? Like, you have a lot more to prove to people because you haven't got to the levels that you want to get to, or you believe that you're capable of, and all of that. Whereas when you've made it, you kind of have. So you've got less to prove to people, which means that you can then turn around and be like, I don't need to prove anything to you. But at this level, people won't ever see your vision and understand your vision until you've made it. Yeah. And that's the struggle of being an independent artist and an up-and-coming artist and everything like that, you know?
Exactly. And obviously Tom's only got bigger and bigger since this song as well. So he wasn't as big as he is now here, for sure. Do you know what I mean? So even then, he probably was experiencing this, you know, in the same kind of degree, you know, where he still felt like he had a lot to prove. You know what I mean? Bruv, 38 seconds in, bruv. This is the good thing with Tom, though. He sparks
that's it.
Debate.
He sparks a lot of thought and, a lot of debate.
I ain't spend $1 on the chain. I'll get my mama a house, I'll get my dad a car, I'll make my sister rich, she'll never work again. And this hater is so underwhelming, I'm conditioned for all the abuse. Seeing the reaction videos all blowing up, and you're welcome for all of the views. Blow up my Twitter, y'all just keep making me bigger. Y'all just keep showing you're triggered. Y'all just keep missing the point and I keep doing me. Y'all ain't nothing to even consider. Man, I built this house. I'm the kind of person making music with a purpose. You the kind of people that be hating on the surface. I'm the kind of you ain't used to, the kind of make you nervous. Yeah, back before I even wrote the record, I could see this coming like a fortune teller. Rent a calm sea, don't make a skilled sailor, so I thank the heavens for the stormy weather. Okay, fast forward to when we're old and
Okay. So first of all, he touched on the reaction videos. I thought that was very interesting because when you look at some different artists, they'll talk about reactions in a way which is like, thank you because you're helping my music get out there. Do you know what I mean? But Tom then was like, no, you thank me. I think there's a bit of give and take with reactions. You know what I mean? I think that there's some, like, obviously it does help the reaction channels, of course it does. But then there are some, especially the bigger reaction channels, that can really help music get out there and be heard as well. Yeah. So it's a give and take situation that. But in the mind state that Tom's in this song, he's very, like, he's been attacked so much online that he's in a space of feeling very defensive. Do you know what I mean? It's
partly those reaction videos. Some of those reactors may have found his lyrics too controversial for their liking.
True.
Know, kicked up a fuss about it, and he's saying, well, you know,
true.
That's part of probably where he's saying you need to thank me because your channel's gone up and up because of my videos and all that. Like, it's the yin and the yang, the good and the bad about it, you know. Like,
I actually know some reaction channels that haven't been the biggest Tom fans, but in the same respect, they've grown to become great Tom MacDonald fans through Tom's consistency in messages.
Through his consistency, through not giving up to just people saying, oh, this, that, and the other. Like, who cares?
Exactly.
You know, it's his opinion. If he wants to say it, he'll say it.
Exactly. Now, I've said it the whole time since reacting to Tom. I love it that he will say things that other people won't say. Do you know what I mean?
On the surface, I'm the kind of you ain't used to, the kind of make you nervous. Yeah, back before I even wrote the record, I could see this coming like a fortune teller. Rent a calm sea, don't make a skilled sailor, so I thank the heavens for the stormy weather. Okay, fast forward to when we're old and gray. I'll be looking back at when they posted hate, and it will hurt a bit, but it was worth it when your dream is getting hurt, no matter what they say. I try conveying that I love us all, and the way I did it left them so appalled. I used a broken arm to try and break their walls, no matter what they say, they know it took balls. I surveyed the land and I found a location, unloaded the lumber and pounded the stakes, and I blended the bones of the people who hated with blood and cement. Then I poured the foundation, I built the frame with all my guilt and shame, and then I chiseled my name and the date in the basement. I carved my initials and all of the boards and the beams that are needed for structural greatness. No record label, no distribution, no cosign, no publicist, no manager, no teammates, no money to make up my budget with, no groceries, no studio, no booking agent, no bucket list, no PR, no marketing, just fans. Man, we built this.
That's the definition of independent, bruv. He didn't let nothing stop him, bruv. I did all this stuff independently, and no one's taking credit for that, bruv. Look what I did, bruv. Do you know what I mean? That's powerful. And the visual representation of the crushing of bones the carving, the name, and all the very violent visuals to explain how much he had to endure and push through. You know, I have mad respect, bruv.
Yeah, that's massive. That's massive. That was it's inspiring, isn't it?
Flipping is
because it's sending a message that whatever gets chucked my way, whatever I do, ain't gonna stop me. You know, that's the progression, that's the journey, that's all of that.
Exactly.
All in one, you know.
Facts, bruv.
No manager, no teammates, no money to make up my budget with, no groceries, no studio, no booking agent, no bucket list, no PR, no marketing, just fans. Man, we built this house where my days end and it's vacant, and they bury me with that only key. My biggest fans gon' break in with a Ouija board and a box of chalk, draw a pentagram, hail Satan, try to bring me back from that wooden box y'all tried to fill my grave with. Then they'll sit on the roof with the rifles I hid in the fridge, and they'll shoot at the men on the ridge who are coming to undo the work that I did. Then they'll block off the highway that leads to the crib and put sensors on all of the boards and the bridge, so they know when they're coming to empty the clip. Then they'll cut all the bodies and cut off the skin, then connect all the pieces with needles and pins and attach it to 10 feet of branches and twigs, and then plant it in mud till it stands in the wind. Then they'll stand there and look at this that we did that we never imagined we do cause of them. Our blood and sweat and tears went into what we built till we were bags, so we used blood and sweat and tears of enemies to build our flag. We built this house, we laid these bricks, we set these traps, these flames we lit.
Yeah, man. You know what? I'll just say off the bat, and it's not a bad thing. It's just a fact. He's very angry when he wrote this. Very angry. You can hear it in the metaphors and the representation and the I think he said something about taking off the skin. He's talking about like I said, very violent metaphors, you know. And I don't blame him for being angry, because with Whiteboy, he was trying to bring attention to things, you know. He was trying to stand up and bring attention to things, and instead of being appreciated or respected for that, he was hated for it. And when you try to do something nice, you spend your time really trying to do something positive, and it ends up being misconstrued. Exactly. It will make you angry, especially when you've got the world on your back.
Did he just say something about blood and sweat to make our flag? Because is he referencing America there?
Yeah,
Seriously,
I think so.
Yeah. I just wanted to clarify that one. So you think he was as well, yeah?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's talking about the blood and sweat of our enemies to create our flag and stuff like this. Like, yeah.
Yeah. In the same respect, he could turn it into his career flag, you know.
Yeah. No, that's what I think. That was what the other part. That's why I wasn't sure.
Double
but
meaning.
I think exactly a double entendre. But yeah,
exactly. The video as well. The video it's not the most complicated video, but it doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be for this.
It's more about the bars in this one.
It's more about the message and the bars. Exactly. It's not to say it's a bad video at all. It's just one of those ones where he wants you to focus on what he's saying more than the visuals.
We were bags, so we used blood and sweat and tears of enemies to build our flag. We built this house, we laid these bricks, we set these traps, these flames we lit. Our haters doused in gasoline, they brought to try and torch us with. Let them hate, dog, everyone will have something to say, dog. Their opinions don't mean trying to judge your engine by your paint job. Gravestone, I'm a cheat death.
Oh my days, bruv. That is sick. Judge your engine by your paint job. Like, judge a book by its cover. But that's a sick way of saying it, bruv. Judge your engine, read your engine from your paint job. Bruv, that is actually sick, bruv. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, powerful.
To say, dog, their opinions don't mean trying to judge your engine by your paint job. Gravestone, I'm a cheat death. There's too much I ain't seen yet. They think that I got them way over my head, but I feel like I just got my feet wet. We're trying to dream more and sleep less. Avoid the pills when we're depressed. Remember to not be too hard on ourselves. If we cut deep enough, we up bleed red. Man, you never know when it's time to go. Heaven's open when the bars are closed, so seize the moment. Don't leave it hoping you'll breathe tomorrow. You could be a ghost. I'm living mine like the finish line is right in front of me. Made a fishing wire, so I'll never see it till it's too late. When God shakes my hand, please celebrate. Please celebrate. Please celebrate. Please celebrate. Please celebrate. Please celebrate.
When God shakes my hand, please celebrate. So when I leave this earth and go to heaven, meet God, etc., etc., you get the reference. Celebrate my life, everything that I did on this planet. You know, put myself out there, risked it all. You know, looked after the ones I love. All that stuff. No, that was great.
What was that last bit he dropped as well? The finish line is made a fishing line, so I won't see it until I can't remember what he said, but it was something. Yeah.
Let's run it back quickly.
It's open when the bars are closed, so seize the moment. Don't leave it hoping you'll breathe tomorrow. You could be a ghost. I'm living mine like the finish line is right in front of me. Made a fishing wire, so I'll never see it till it's too late. When God shakes my hand, please celebrate. Please celebrate.
Yeah, the fishing line, the fishing wire, right? So you can't see fishing wire. Powerful. Very good, bruv. Very good bars. I always find it very interesting listening to artists' old music and their new music and the way they move forward. I just always find it very interesting because obviously nobody stays the same, full stop, especially over years, and this is a different. This feels like a different Tom to the Tom that we're encountering now.
Oh yeah, 100. Not
so much in the challenging, the controversial messages, the having the rap nuts, as I said in the last one, to challenge things. But there's definitely a different.
There's more to him back then when it comes to him talking about him and his journey and his struggles and whatever he's had to go through and what, you know, and obviously people can relate to that. But now he's obviously progressed to a point where he's like, look, I can affect millions of people here. Why not put out the right messages and put messages out that people are going to hear? Whether you do anything with it, that's up to you.
Exactly.
But you can, 3.7 million subscribers and the rest of the people that listen to him.
Exactly that.
You can put those messages out there now.
Exactly that. Well, if you enjoyed this reaction, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I have been Mr. Haz.
And I am an orthodox fella.
Respect.
Look, it's a state of mind. We all have the potential to adopt this. The question is, will you?
Mr. House Music.
Let's go.
On the way, yeah, way,